These are the exact types of questions students faced in the recent AWS exam. Let's see how many you can get right. Welcome back to Tech Cloud Solution. This is part 7 of our AWS Cloud Practitioner certification journey. And if you missed any previous videos, check out our complete course, links in the description. Question 56. Which of the following is an AWS database service? The options are A. Redshift, B. Glue, C. Storage Gateway, D. Database Migration Service. This question is testing whether you can identify which AWS service is actually a database service versus other AWS tools that work with databases or data. The correct answer is A. Redshift. Why option A is correct? Amazon Redshift is a fully managed, petabyte-scale cloud data warehouse service specifically designed for storing and analyzing massive amounts of data. It uses columnar storage and massively parallel processing, MPP, to deliver fast query performance on datasets ranging from gigabytes to exabytes. Why the others are wrong. Option B, Glue, ETL service for data preparation, not a database. Option C, Storage Gateway, hybrid storage service, not a database. Option D, Database Migration Service, migration tool, not a database itself. Quick takeaway, memory tip. Remember, Red Data Warehouse, Redshift is a data warehouse database service. The other three are helper tools. Glue equals ETL glue that sticks data together. Storage Gateway, bridge between on-prem and cloud. DMS moves databases around. If this video is helping you, support us by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Question 57. A research group wants to use EC2 instances to run a scientific computation application with built-in fault tolerance. The application needs high-performance hardware disks that provide fast I/O performance. As a cloud practitioner, which of the following storage options would you recommend as the most cost-effective solution? The options are A, Instant Store, B, EBS, C, EFS, D, S3. This question has 3 critical keywords. Built-in fault tolerance, data loss is okay, high-performance fast I/O, speed matters most, and cost-effective, cheapest option. These clues point you toward temporary, high-speed storage rather than persistent storage. The correct answer is A, Instant Store. Why option A is correct? Instant Store is the perfect match for this scenario because it delivers the highest raw IOPS and lowest latency, offering over 5x faster uncached reads and over 10x faster writes compared to EBS SSD. Instant Store volumes are physically attached directly to the EC2 host, providing sub-millisecond latencies with NVMe SSDs. Most importantly, Instant Store is the most cost-effective because the storage is included in the EC2 instance price. You don't pay separately for storage like you do with EBS. Since the application has built-in fault tolerance, the ephemeral, temporary nature of Instant Store isn't a problem. If an instance fails, the fault-tolerant app will simply recover the computation on another instance. Why the others are wrong? Option B, EBS, is incorrect because while EBS is persistent and reliable, it's network-attached storage that has higher latency than Instant Store and costs extra money on top of your EC2 charges. Option C, EFS, is incorrect because EFS is a shared network file system designed for multiple instances to access the same files. It's not optimized for the high-performance, fast I/O needed for scientific computations. Option D, S3, is incorrect because S3 is object storage for long-term data storage and backups, not for direct compute workloads requiring fast disk I/O performance. Quick takeaway, memory tip, fault-tolerant plus fast I/O, free Instant Store. When you see built-in fault tolerance plus high-performance I/O cost-effective together, choose Instant Store. Remember, Instant Store is the fastest and cheapest but ephemeral, temporary, perfect when data loss is acceptable. To get the free PDF or mock test, comment PDF or mock or both. I will share the downloadable link within next 24 hours. Question 58. Which type of cloud computing does Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, represent? The options are A, Infrastructure as a Service, IaaS, B, Network as a Service, AAS, C, Platform as a Service, PaaS, D, Software as a Service, SaaS. This question tests your understanding of the 3 main cloud service models, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. You need to identify which category EC2 falls into based on the level of control and infrastructure it provides. The correct answer is A, Infrastructure as a Service, IaaS. Why option A is correct? Amazon EC2 is a classic example of infrastructure as a service because it provides you with fundamental computing infrastructure, virtual servers, instances, storage, networking, and operating systems that you have complete control over. With EC2, you rent the hardware and get the basic building blocks for cloud and IT without managing physical servers. You control everything from the operating system, security configurations, networking, and applications running on your instances. IaaS is the most flexible cloud service model, giving you maximum control while AWS handles the physical infrastructure, data centers, and hardware maintenance. Why the others are wrong. Option B is incorrect because network as a service isn't one of the three primary cloud service models, and EC2 is about compute resources, not just networking. Option C, PaaS, is incorrect because platform as a service provides a ready-made platform for deploying applications, like AWS Elastic Beanstalk or Heroku. You don't manage the underlying infrastructure. EC2 requires you to manage the OS and environment. Option D, SaaS, is incorrect because software as a service delivers fully managed applications that end users consume, like Gmail or Office 365. EC2 provides infrastructure, not end user software. Quick takeaway, memory tip, EC2 equals I control everything. Remember, EC2 is IaaS because you have complete control from OS upward. Think of the service model pyramid. IaaS, most control, like EC2, PaaS, medium control, SaaS, least control, just use the app. EC2 sits at the bottom, equals maximum flexibility and control. Question 59. Which of the following AWS services can be used to connect a company's on-premises environment to a VPC without using the public internet? The options are A, Amazon VPC endpoint, B, AWS Direct Connect, C, Internet Gateway, D, site-to-site VPN. This question has one critical keyword, without using the public internet. You need a dedicated private connection between your on-premises data center and AWS VPC that completely bypasses the internet. The correct answer is B, AWS Direct Connect. Why option B is correct? AWS Direct Connect is specifically designed to establish a dedicated private network connection from your on-premises data center to AWS VPC without traversing the public internet. It uses physical fiber optic connections, 1 gigabit pieces or 10 gigabit pieces, between your network and AWS Direct Connect locations, providing lower latency, predictable performance, higher throughput, and enhanced security compared to internet-based connections. Direct Connect uses private virtual interfaces, VFs, with industry-standard 802.1q VLANs to connect to VPCs using private IP addresses only. This makes it ideal for scenarios requiring large daily data transfers, compliance requirements prohibiting internet usage, or applications needing consistent network performance. Why the others are wrong. Option A, VPC endpoint, is incorrect because VPC endpoints create private connections between your VPC and other AWS services, like S3 or DynamoDB, within AWS. They don't connect on-premises environments to AWS. Option C, Internet Gateway, is incorrect because it's literally designed to enable communication between your VPC and the public internet, the exact opposite of what's needed. Option D, Site-to-Site VPN, is incorrect because while it's encrypted and secure, VPN connections still travel over the public internet. They just encrypt the data in transit. The question specifically asks for a solution that doesn't use the public internet at all. Quick takeaway. Memory tip, Direct Connect equals direct private cable. When you see on-premises to VPC plus without public internet, always choose AWS Direct Connect. Remember, VPN equals encrypted tunnel over internet. Direct Connect equals private dedicated cable bypasses internet entirely. Direct Connect is the only option that physically avoids the public internet. Question 60. Which of the following is a serverless AWS service? The options are A, Lambda, B, EC2, C, Beanstalk, D, EMR. This question tests whether you understand what serverless actually means. It's not that there are no servers, but that you don't have to provision, manage, patch, or scale any servers. The cloud provider handles all infrastructure automatically. The correct answer is A, Lambda. Why option A is correct? AWS Lambda is the quintessential serverless computing service, operating as a function as a service, FaaS platform. With Lambda, you only upload your code as functions, and AWS automatically handles absolutely everything else. Server provisioning, scaling from 0 to infinity, patching, security, monitoring, and infrastructure management. Lambda follows the core serverless tenets. No server management, pay-per-use billing. You're only charged for actual compute time by the millisecond. continuous automatic scaling, and built-in fault tolerance. Lambda functions are event-driven, meaning they sit idle until triggered by events from 200 plus AWS services like S3 uploads, API gateway requests, or DynamoDB updates. This eliminates the need to pay for idle servers running 24/7. Why the others are wrong. Option B, EC2, is incorrect because EC2 is infrastructure as a service IaaS, where you must manually provision, configure, manage, patch, and scale virtual servers. The complete opposite of serverless. Option C, Beanstalk, is incorrect because while Elastic Beanstalk is a managed platform as a service, PaaS, that simplifies deployment, it still provisions and manages EC2 instances behind the scenes. You're still dealing with servers, just abstracted away. Option D, EMR, is incorrect because Elastic MapReduce requires you to configure and manage clusters of EC2 instances for big data processing. It's not serverless architecture. Quick takeaway. Memory tip. Lambda equals zero server worries. Lambda is serverless because you upload code and AWS handles everything. Remember the formula. Serverless equals no provisioning plus no managing, no scaling, pay only when code runs. If you see run code without managing servers or event-driven compute, think Lambda. Thanks for watching today's session. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. You can also check out our complete AWS Cloud Practitioner course. The link is in the description below. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.